Hello, everyone. Nadeem here with PCSN. So today we're going to talk about security again. So in the last video, we talked a little bit about plugins and security, how some plugins, add-ons, add-ins, extensions can send data to external parties. A lot of times without your consent, and that's where the malicious intent comes into play. Another aspect of that is, since a lot of people are moving to the cloud, most cloud systems out there have API integration. And what that means is it's the ability of one system to get access to parts of the cloud. So for example, let's say you have a security application that analyzes data from your cloud provider, for example, email provider. And when you connect this application to your cloud provider, it will ask you some permissions, and you have to give it a username and password to authenticate with your cloud provider. When you do that, it will give you a list of things that it's requesting access for. A lot of times people don't read that list. You should. In my experience, most applications ask for too much access when they really don't need all that access. And I'm going to share my screen here and show you what I mean. So let's see if we can share this screen. So this is one of the apps that is requesting access to Microsoft 365 Cloud. It is a security app. So what it does is it will analyze the cloud environment and tell us, for example, if some users do not have MFA enabled, or if there are some other security settings that we should have in place. So as it states here, this app is requesting access to a lot of different things. It wants to sign in and read user profile. User profile might have users' phone number, address, their manager's name. So it might have some information that really this app shouldn't really need. So you have to be careful when giving this system access to some of your cloud properties. And look at this one right here. Use Exchange Web Services with full access to all mailboxes. So basically, it's going to get full access to all the mailboxes in this tenant account. Have full control of all site collections. So site collections are they're like SharePoint sites. They're individual sites in SharePoint, and it wants full control of those. Does it really need full control to do what it needs to do? That's something that you want to be able to answer. The point is, a lot of these applications ask too much they ask for too much access when they really shouldn't have that much access. And a lot of times people don't read this. They just go through and they just say, oh yeah, blah, blah, blah. I'm gonna hit accept. You hit accept, and boom. Now this application via the API is going to have a lot of access to that cloud system. And that's what a lot of these companies, security companies, are kind of raising the flag now, that you need to be mindful when you give applications API access to another system. That's a big security vector that is going to be exploited in the near future. It's about to happen. We haven't reached that momentum yet where a lot of companies have already given these API access to other applications. But just like how people do it with plugins, they're going to do it with APIs. So be mindful of this. If you have questions, feel free to reach out. There are ways to check what APIs, what applications have API access to your, for example, Microsoft Cloud or your Google Cloud or whatever cloud properties you use. It's a little different for each platform, so you need to figure out what applications have access, and then maybe remove access for some applications. You can give access as the admin to that property, or you can give access as a user. The thing about giving access as a user is the API will only have access to that user account, but that still might be harmful, right? So that's something that you want to check. Until next time, everybody, have a great day, and hopefully this helps you out. If you like these videos, give us a thumbs up, ring the bell, and we'll see you next time.